After taking a day break, and today I'm going to continue to build this medieval blacksmith. So starting from back 3 today, a bit not as late as previous day, so I might able to make a little bit more progress than I would have expected. I guess maybe I have like 1.5 hours to 2 hours to do that. But anyway, let's just start focusing on building the set and things just popping up. Let's just lay out all the bricks first. So there are quite a few small pieces, but given that this is a very detailed set so far, um, I like quite well. It's actually live up to all those reviews and other people comments. It's actually a pretty cool set so far. So let me just remove the minifigures and the dog first, otherwise it will hamper my building. Anyway, let me just get all this out. I wonder which part we're starting first. Anyway, so we've got to this part last time, and then here we've got that light bricks to light it up. But I think the light bricks connection wasn't that good, but you see how it's flashing now. Okay, so lots of small bricks to get all these details. And it's Easter, and typically today is Good Friday here in New Zealand, and most of the shops are closed. Well, they can open, but they have to like pay a fine or something like that. It makes no sense, but well, it is what it is. And then let's just start building all these exterior details. Let me just make sure that it's facing the right way. Otherwise, it makes it really hard for me to build this. And I need to build 2 of this. So after this one, I have to build another one. Let's hope I don't make any mistakes, because last time I just put the brick separator away. So if I make a mistake, I need to fix something, that is going to be quite challenging. As you know, sometimes, especially with the flat tiles and stuff that get stuck, then it's quite difficult to get it apart with just your fingers. And then after this Easter weekend, and it's April, time flies, and I just got the notification about the refixing of the mortgages, and it doesn't look good, which means I need to figure out what to do. We'll call a bank on Monday, or not Monday. Monday is Easter Monday. Nothing's open, but well, for now, let's just focus on having a good time building this Lego set. And I thought, it just like these 4 pieces, I nearly missed another step. And yeah, so is it right here? No, it's the next step, because I think here you have a stair. And sometimes it's just really hard to figure out, from an angle, which part is which part. But look at the footprint, it's actually not that big. It's smaller than the Hocus Pocus house in terms of the land area, but I think it might be quite tall. I'm sure I can figure out a shelf space for this one. If it's like a bigger set, then it's going to be much harder. I think all the modular buildings, like, I will end up figuring a space. Even I haven't tidied up much, but let's say some other bigger set but more irregular, either the haunted house being too tall, or the roller coaster, or any other fairground set, then it's gonna be quite difficult, to be honest. And then I feel like I'm building very slowly, which I need to speed up if I want to really finish this build in this weekend. Don't really have much time left. Although there's still, right, it's a 4 days weekend, so which is good. The weather ain't that good though. We'll figure that out. And sometimes, when I building this, sometimes I just want to concentrate and building rather than having other things in my mind. But we'll see how this goes. Oops. Because my mind is still not full of ideas. Today is still a bit um, tired, and hence sometimes it's hard to have like some other, I guess, things in my mind to talk about. But today I made a IG reels on the Light Kids. If you haven't seen that video, then you should go check out Light Kids. I got it for free. It's quite easy, so it looks really nice. There's just some parts that I need to tape, but I rather not tape the bricks or something that I kind of not not completely finished building it. But that was just a long video. But then because that Light Kids brand's called Let Light Go, so it kind of rhymes with Let It Go. So I kind of had a idea to make a short video. So it's already on Instagram, but I already scheduled for YouTube Shorts as well. So if you're interested, you should check that out. But what's next though? Sometimes in this type of video, just building, and that's fine, and then the review. And for short form content, I tend to try to make something more entertaining. Sometimes it's pretty hard because it's like there are many ideas, but at the end, it may not execute the way that you want. Um, like I think the day before, I had an idea, but I actually did the filming and then replay it, but it just didn't give me the same vibes or feel when I was in having the image of that, how it plays out. So in the end, I have to like, hey, change of plan and make something else. But sometimes, it just turns out really great. Um, yeah, I think those one usually, turns out slightly different. It's the one that not speaking, like kind of need to use gesture, but I think even the gestures gone right, but sometimes it's hard with the camera angle. I think it's just because when you're trying to film yourself, you can't really see until you kind of take a shot and then replay and take a shot and replay. Um, Given that I don't have unlimited time, so that's when something maybe it wasn't that good of an idea. There's still a couple of interesting ideas that I haven't executed yet, but I'm just need to think about like what is the most efficient way, not effective, but efficient with the limited time and the equipment that I have, how I can get it sorted and where did I drop the piece. Might be on my body or the seat. Oops. Where was it? Okay, it's underneath the chair. But that's okay because I think these small pieces will have spare. I'll just use the spare one and then pick it up now. And I'm really not fit. I need to start doing some exercise. It's even kind of move along. Kind of, you see, you can hear the breathing. It's quite tough. Yeah, I still can't do severe. Well, not severe, but exercise that would have too much trauma on my legs. Just because that injury, the little um, lump hasn't gone away yet, so the surgeon said it will take 3 to 6 months. So just past 3 months, it actually gone, became a lot more smaller, but then yeah, it just still takes time. So until then, I can't do much on getting myself fit again. But I have to, because otherwise, it kind of have a chain reaction, uh, which means that it will impact everything else. But anyway, approaching April, there are lots of gift with purchase announced, but of course with a high threshold plus. Um, I can't really afford like any of the sets uh, pretty much until the next payday. But yeah, I really need to prioritize, or well, my goal is to prioritize to get the Rivendell first. So the Dungeon and Dragon set have to wait, unfortunately. Um, this is like what 500 something New Zealand dollars. That pretty steep for most people. Uh, so yeah, that's the problem, right? Like there's some really cool set coming up, but it's unaffordable. Unless some of you keen to buy sets from my listing, but unfortunately I haven't leased internationally just because I'm based in New Zealand. Like if you not in New Zealand, maybe Australia is fine, but if you're not based in New Zealand, right, the shipping costs and the risk that I have to take is so big that I'd rather not take it. um, no matter how hard I try, like I can't control like the delivery, right? So yeah, that's unfortunate. Uh, but there's nothing much I can do about it. Though. Got the free windows, the whole blacksmith start taking shape, which is good. And there's 14 bags, so if I get to this, I still got 10 bags to go. So definitely not going to finish it tonight. Will I finish it tomorrow? Well, that will depends on what time I start building. Because if I start just before 10, then I can make a little bit more progress. Right now, I'm a little bit confused with the instruction again. Is it here or is it there? Or am I missing a piece? Can't be though. Oh, it's just right in front of me again. Um, yes, it's really hard. Like, can't. Maybe it's just this one, but I don't know. Maybe there's something else. Just me really struggling to see um, the right one. I think it's might be to do with the position of the instruction booklet. Uh, but yeah, it's really hard to figure that out for now, which kind of slows me down because I need to, rather than I know this one and then put it there, but more like I need to just look and double check is it's the right place because if I place it the wrong place and you know and I don't notice it until later on, then some parts might have to be redo, which kind of again slow the progress down. Once more, just to double check the mic is still on. Um, actually, did I press record? If I haven't, then it's gonna be absolute disaster, right? Maybe I should just double check. But after putting this piece, then I might hop out of my seat and just double check that the camera is actually rolling. Otherwise, you know, I can't take all the technical difficulties as a shock anymore. There's too many shocking moments happened in the past few weeks in terms of making videos, so I don't want to encounter those again. But yeah, the other exciting thing is the international football week has ended. which means the European football season is back in action. Unfortunately, it's towards the end of season. Maybe I should try my luck to see if I can win something from it. But I'm not trying to promote um, people to gamble, but you know, usually I don't put much money in, probably just like $1 or $2. But with a huge multi bets, that would, you know, you're not taking that much risk, but if you got everything right, you get some significant return. Usually that's my strategy. But did I win anything? Yeah, maybe 10 years ago I won like $120. Recently, there like many times I got real close, just like one or two results not turning into my way. But well, that's always happened, right? um, yeah, this is a really hard with building stuff that is requires so much details. I might need to reconsider. If I want to do the same, maybe I should just do speed build video again. um, because if I try to do the same, then it's gonna take ages for me to build it. Uh, yeah, I don't know what's the next set that I'm gonna build. I don't know. Will I build a Viking village? I haven't decided yet, but after this, I'm definitely building like the two smaller set that I bought recently with the discount, the Spider-Man, Sandman Final Battle, and also the Harry Potter, the tower with the lots of oaths, which I mentioned in my previous videos. Uh, but yeah, I should better check uh, if the camera is on. Let's double check if the camera is on. It is. So at least I have captured all the footages, so I can continue to view the set. So where did I got to? So I got to the edges around this area. The fact that there's so many like one by one, it just give it a lot more textures. That's what makes all these adult focus set special. But yeah, and then this is another day I feel like I have less energy in terms of the talk. That's so important. Because the moment that you kind of lose the momentum, your audience also lose the momentum too. It's like it's always two ways. It's not just you. It's about other people as well. So did I miss something? Did I miss something? No, I didn't. But I make mistake because it's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be. See, making mistakes. It's supposed to be like this. Okay, that's why I thought, hey, it looks weird. Lego normally don't do this. And luckily, I realized my mistakes before it's too late. Um, what's next? Okay. Oops. I always like these masonry bricks that has so much use, but at the same time, because I not both sides having the same pattern, so uh, we're building sets like this, or again raise the questions of the consistency. So like I know like they kind of turn it around to have the interior to have a little bit of the exposed masonry, like the actual building, but sometimes it makes me wonder how do you decide when this facing outwards or when this facing inwards. Oh, sorry, just some guess, right? Sometimes it's not affordable it's good that I'm doing all this videos uncut, so you know these kind of moments happens. But yeah, it's quite fascinating on a actual Lego the design process, and then we've got the Black Falcon shield. Um, it's printed, of course. And here, there's lots of interior details, to be honest. I'm very impressed. Now, I'm glad that I bought this because if I have missed out this set and then go watch a video and and discover all this cool stuff, and then you go look, search for this set online, and it has a ridiculous price. And yeah, it's always gonna be sad, right? And I don't think, I mean, they did kind of have a re-release of some of the Lego idea set. It's just a brief re-release, so it's very unlikely that they're gonna re-release some of these. But in general, like Lego don't reprint, right? They probably like release a brand new set, but with like 98% similar design and only probably what's that a few updates. That's very common how they do things. But yeah, the fear of missing out, it's very hard to beat because you just don't. I guess if it's discontinued, people don't try to make a profit. Um, like I mean, make profit is fine, but not like being ridiculous on the price. That's still fine, but yeah, lots of crazy listing. Like, do people really buy those? Like, I mean, pay those price? Because I just can't see how it can justify the price of those. But well, I have high hopes on trying to make more progress, but I'm not able to make the progress that I want. Just feeling really, tired and burnt out lately. Not it's from various thing, but and then I just make a mistake here. I just did. Luckily, I noticed it. But yeah, lots of things kind of very exhausting mentally. So it's like now I'm kind of like, oh, I want to go to bed or something. That feeling is really strong right now. But need to just do my best to hold on to it just a little bit more, just a little bit longer. Because I really want to start building some other newer stuff as well. And I need to do some tidy up as well. So those ones said like if I don't do like this video, because I don't think I really want probably like will do speed view because those two kind of it's too small to just do a review or anything. So yeah, definitely. And if it's speed view video, I can probably film the footage in one day and do all the editing in one day. Then it kind of free up an additional day to whether it's do other stuff, whether it's do some tidy up. That's all. Just take a rest. That will allow me to do that, and then I just really miss another step again. Um, yeah, I think I need to somehow have the instruction booklet. Maybe this is the time where like having it on screen is better because you can just stand kind of touch the screen to flip that around. Otherwise, right? Because if it's big instruction booklet and then build here and then all the bricks here, and I end up like doing like this, and it doesn't help with concentration, and it's kind of also require much more energy than you being steady and just sit here and start building stuff. So there are lots of things that I should try to resolve so that the experience is better, not just for the audience but for me as well. Right? Okay, I think this spec is nearly done. Got a few more windows. So which side is it? Getting all this to face the keep switching also disorientate me. It doesn't happen in the past, just like recently. I don't know, maybe I just need more sleep or rest. Uh, Otherwise, yeah, it will just hamper my speed. And this is not the biggest set. Like, let's say if I need to build a set that's double the size, um, I have yet to build a set such size yet. Like over 3,000 or up to 4,000 pieces. It's definitely going to take like a week or two to complete series, which may not be good for me if I want to have different contents out in a more frequent manner. And then got here like there's some like very interesting use, but yeah, some very interesting use of element. I never would have thought about it though. Okay, so got the gap underneath the stairs. Okay, got this small thing to add a bit more texture on the exterior, which is always nice. I always love those small, like it feels like a really good texture. That's something that I always appreciate, and it looks good too. But sometimes it's quite frustrating to build because it's like small pieces and things. And it's not easy to align properly. Okay, I think I've got, okay, I nearly missed a few steps again. Which one is the side, which one's the back? Kind of lost track as well. But I think I'm good here. I can move on to the next step. There's some interesting use of elements again. Um, the, the one thing that I find is that when you need to build like things that constantly uh, being I mean constantly building small things, then often it takes more energy. But looks I have a mistake, like shouldn't be though. Maybe I got something wrong, or I just not seeing it. A little piece there. No, 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 it's not there. Weird. Oops, that's no good. If I'm missing a piece, like it's not like common to miss something like this though. What? Sure? Am I sure it's missing? It's nothing dropped, or I haven't made a mistake earlier. I think I did make a mistake earlier. Damn. No wonder I couldn't find the piece because it's I'm using the wrong piece. again, it's the instruction, because the instruction is 2D. I thought, hey, the angle, but it's actually need this slope for this part. But I end up using the you know the the quarter shape element. Ah, no wonder I couldn't find the piece. Okay. Is it really the instruction, or was it just me not fully concentrate? Sometimes it's just really hard to see those. Anyway, nearly done. And, as you progress more, it makes it a lot easier. It's always okay, you do finish up the stairs. It's always in the beginning when you don't see much shape and get confused. But once you clear up or use some of the pieces, then everything a lot more easier to discover or identify, even put together. And then I have this piece here, then I must be missing somewhere important. And what? I really don't like seeing all this spare piece that I must have missed somewhere. I'm supposed to able to move on, but now because I make a mistake, that I can't move on, because there's no way the 1x3 bricks is here. So this must be one of those. Damn. Yep. Okay. How do I make this? Ah, damn it. Always only realize the mistakes so late and just make it such a hassle. Funny enough, it didn't, have an effect on the overall structure, just because it doesn't really need that piece to keep everything intact. It just looks weird with something just not aligned. Other than that, it's okay. So we just finished back number 3, and now we're moving on to back number 4. Okay, back number 4 seems small, so maybe we could get to back number 6 tonight, which means there's only 8 backs left. And I think we were able to finish the first 4 today, which is a good thing. The bad thing is only sometimes, where do you put the work in progress, especially when you have 2 toddlers around. You really don't want them to break the work in progress apart. When it's completely done, then that's okay. It's usually a lot easier to fix up than something kind of work in progress. Okay, we're kind of building this side, so just need to make sure that I get the right bricks. Otherwise, I will make more mistakes. More mistakes means taking longer to finish the build, which means that the same contents will continue for a few days. Well, not exactly the same. I'm building different parts, right? But then it's that same style of contents. While it's okay, but I kind of want to have a little bit more variety. But yeah, it's like, hey, should I continue to do this? Because sometimes it's just don't have the conversation. I mean, I will always have conversation. Just mean the what right level of conversation. But Yep, I think I just make my life even more difficult because how I line up the sets is kind of completely different angle compared to what they show in the instruction, right? Then it just makes things extra challenging. Well, you can try this if you want, but I would not recommend. It's takes time to figure out exactly what is what, and I need to make four of this. Okay, well at least I see it now. Okay, one, two. And then I still need to upload this. And, we're able to get it out on time. Because if it too long, then the whole rendering process takes even longer. Uh, well, we will try and see how it goes. Okay. Miss one piece, and I miss another one. I'm supposed to build four. It's like it's not the build frustrating. It's just I'm frustrating as myself on making these mistakes. Um, but anyway, for the few days off, um, hopefully I can make more things, make more. Well, not necessarily content, but not just video. But I have a few things that I want to try to make in terms of building my own Lego stuff because I really need to start getting um, hands on to it so that I don't have to focus on building existing sets and buy new sets because it will be unaffordable very very soon. Um, okay, what's next? Masonry bricks, yeah. Okay. And I think I will finish this pack quite soon because really it's just like adding the extra layer, so it's not as time consuming as building some of the details, while it will still take a while if I make mistakes. um, but sometimes mistakes just unavoidable. Okay, I think what's right here, this texture is really good. I think there are quite a few things to talk about when I do the in-depth review. And yeah, it's really nice. Keep trying the light bricks. um, but yeah, keeping and maintaining is like thing with battery is such a pain. And when the battery goes out, then you need to have replacement, right? Um, of course, you can just replace the battery, but you can always buy the replacement light bricks if you want to. It makes it easier, I think. What? Damage? Something? Yes, I think I did. Mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. Why? Just making sure that it's all aligned. Um, okay, I think this part is done. Nothing much left that I need to do, right? Just double checking. If something needs to be done, then it will be another big mistakes. And yes, I did miss one brick, but that's easy to fix. Okay, and then we kind of line up the edges to flatten up because it's the second level is like modular, so you can take it away like this. always nice. It's a small footprint, but tons of details. Always love sets with so much details. Okay, there's some interesting use of element here as well. And this is how they secure certain parts. So this area basically you can't access too much just because you have big finger, then there's no way that you can reach inside. Just spread it out a little bit so I don't end up not finding the pieces that I need. Yeah, I think we would get to bag number 5 quite quickly. I already have bag number 5 out. So originally the plan is to have 3 bags built, but I might just able to go a little bit further tonight. But I might sing this now, but of course in the past I have situation where hey I can continue, but then by the time I get to the point where I can do some extra, then I just start feeling the fatigue, and then I end up just ending where I originally planned. Here, which part? I need to. I've got this printed wooden tile again. Looks pretty cool to be honest. And then we've got the door handle. Okay. And the pole here. So which way? So this way. Just making sure that it's the right position. Okay, it's the right position. So it's the door, so it can be closed. The position, there's some little bit of the gap, but I think that's fine. I can always move up a little bit. Can I? I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. Anyway, we've got lots of progress done on the first floor, so we're just kind of smoothing out some of the edges at the moment. So far looks pretty nice. I really like how much space that you have inside, although the accessibility could be an issue if your hands a little bit big. um, Sometimes I don't understand, right? It's supposed to be designed for adult, but if you think about it, like the adult hands usually much bigger, and you know with kinds of having such big hands, right? Then it's not designed for you to access easily unless you have small hands like me. Um, so mhm, that's the thing with some of the alignment. It's really hard to just how much that is should stick out. But I think I can figure that out by building the next part. Okay. Oops. Really hard to align, but that's why it's fun, right? If it's too easy, then it's not. You're not going to enjoy it that much. But it's going to irritate me when it's a slight angle different. Okay, so far still okay. I mean, it's an interesting concept though. But yeah, those 1x1 and 2x1 because it's flat tile, so you don't have much space to secure at the right position. So some of them it's just you just need to make judgment with your eyes. And it's not easy, you know. But hey, you still need to manage to get that done. This one is the hardest, I think. But anyway, I think we've got like 3 more corners that need to build with this techniques. Uh, is there any way around it? I don't think so. This is the only way, I think. All right. Oops. This is kind of trouble. It's like you need to be kind of aligned to actually get it through. Um, oops. Yeah, it's too hard to align because I don't have enough space to press my finger in. And this makes it difficult. But I think I'm okay. I'm managing it right now. Even though it's not many things, but here it's extra time consuming. Especially with the 1x1, the worst combination 1x1 and 1x2 in this angle. Okay, nearly there. Just one more corner to go. Okay, all right. Sorry, just need to concentrate on getting it fixed. So that's why the awkward sign totally forgot about it. Just want to get a line. Yeah, we've got just one more angle. Then I want to do it from the bottom first. Okay, because like the bottom has less room for me to move around, and it's so hard to see if it's aligned or not. It's not. It's just like okay. Now it's better. Um, sometimes these kind of build. Well, I do enjoy it though, but you know, just the extra time required to get it aligned perfectly. I don't think I can call it perfect because it's not perfect, and I don't. I think I will never get to perfect in terms of this type of building techniques. Okay, did I got it wrong? Yes, expected. Ah, it's so hard to pull it out. Okay, here, and then you need the 2x1. It's so hard to get it right. Okay, and then repeat for the next 2 level. Yeah, it looks really nice with all this detail, but it's really challenge. I wouldn't say challenging to put together, but the challenge of getting it looks nice. I mean, also it's already looking really good, but you know, sometimes I don't want all these extra little details to be looking good as well, right? So it's like it really bothers me when something is slightly not aligned, right? So, yeah, should be good now, is it? Or am I still missing something? I think I'm fine. And then what's next? Yeah, okay. Need to have build this 2 times to have the exterior texture, the shapes. This one a lot easier to put together. And I think, when winter is approaching, uh, the less humidity, then my skin start to get dry, and I think I need to start putting lots of lotions so that I don't end up getting like flaky fingers, and then the viewers start complaining again with all my build a minifigure video, because I can feel some itchiness on some of my fingers. It's because of the dry skin. Anyway, why they make it so difficult? We need some children's fingers to actually get this sorted. Okay, and then we've got another leaves. Here is again very, very difficult to apply. Okay, and I think need one more. Okay, no, the other one is extra. So we've got this sorted, and then we need to build the equipment for the blacksmith. I don't know what's this thing called. Like I know what they're trying to achieve here, but I just don't know the name of this thing. See lots of them in Looney Tunes, but just can't recall. I think it's where you hold the sword for the blacksmith to hit it. Um, anyway, it's just like this here. And then we've got a barrel here in the corner, and then we've got 2 swords. Just stick it into the barrel. I don't want it to fall too much outside. And then back on the stairs to have some fences next to the stair. Okay, and then here, here, and top it off with a 1x1 flat tile. Okay, oops, stick right in. Oh, that's an interesting way to build stuff, and then we put stuff into the interior. As always, why we can't like do it while still building the interior? Anyways, it's not that hard to access, so I think we should not complain about you know how hard to put that in. And to be honest, it's not that hard to put in. Um, and then just a few more things to go, and then we're done with back 4. And what else that we put in? Okay, I think we've got the material required to make swords or other weapons. Got 5 of them to put into the barrel at the corner. I need to just put it one by one, because when I do it all 5 together, it's kind of spread out, and it's very hard to put them all in the what's that? The barrel. And then we've got back 5. I would just check back 6 how much there are. But oops, oops. No, it seems okay. Okay. And that's right in the center. Is it? Okay. In the center of the building, and then got the broomstick. Okay. Mhm. Just need to make sure that it doesn't stick out. Otherwise, the, the upper level will not fit. But this part, especially, to wish that you kind of have it click, because for me the thing, the head is a little bit too big to kind of have fun with it. But enough space to place minifigures, and we finish back 4, and now we move on to back 5, and we've got a minifigure. Finally, it's a lady with some bows and arrow. There's not many. Let me just check. Back 6. What does 6 look like? I'll just take it out just in case. But we have to build some trees. This will take a while, so just take it out just in case. I might not able to start back 6, but we'll see what happens. But let's just build a minifigure first, and of course we're gonna take a look at the minifigure once what's that? Once I do the in-depth look of the set, and here it is. And then we need the bow. Of course, we've got the arrows, but we don't have the bow. Sometimes I want to build some of my older castle set. One one day. Anyway, it's a nice mini figure. And then, yep. Now I need to build a tree. So it shouldn't be that much of a problem, but there are lots of like small pieces that you need to put together that usually um, where it takes time. So okay, just need to make sure that facing the right way, not putting the wrong positions. That's all I need to do. Okay. Let's say, well, if you're wondering what we're building right now, is a wishing well? I don't know. Does it have a dungeon underneath? I don't know. It can be. It's all up to our very own imagination. Right? Um, okay, and then got handle for the bucket. Just need to turn this out a little bit so that we can fit the handle. And then just, oops. Okay, so feed it. And always this thing. So okay, it's the cover for the well. Um, hmm. I thought, what was this? It's the roof. Okay. All right, and then we've got 2 clips at the back. And this is how it clips onto Oops, I recorded the wrong way. No, it's probably. Ah, you see, this is why you don't want to make mistakes. It's supposed to be really simple stuff. And because I make mistakes, then things get complicated. Okay, right. Looks pretty nice though. The well, I really like how it looks. And now we start building the huge tree trunk. I think this is where gonna take most of my time. Just need to, because I think it's an apple tree because I can see 4 apples in front of me. Okay, and there's some interesting use of element here though. I just need to figure out other parts so I don't make mistakes and I can build it a little bit quicker. Okay, maybe I put too much power in like putting the bricks together. So it's a very interesting technique to build this though, but I don't know which part of it is it now, but there's some very interesting building technique. Okay, okay, and then let's see, outside. Okay, do I need to build the other side? No, I need to build some other parts first. And then like this. Never thought like usually this piece is to use as a theme camera, and so far I find it quite interesting on what we're trying to do with it. You know? Okay, and okay, this is how stick to it. Okay, and of course we do get it connect on the other side as well. Click, and we're now building the tree trunk, the rest of the tree trunk. Okay, there's something in between. I need to make mistakes again. Um, yeah, lots of small things. Um, to have this stuck in. Okay, I think that should be fine now. So I still need to have this up. So which way it's supposed to face, I don't know. This is always the biggest challenge. Is yeah, the instruction booklet is really hard to tell like which angle is supposed to face. Um, but does it matter? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Um, there's a very interesting techniques to build this. Anyway, uh-huh. So some things that I never experienced before, which is good. Um, right. So it's right here. I think the other side we've got the target for the shooting practice of the bow and arrow. Um, just need to get this out. I think the biggest challenge is coming very soon, which is building all the leaves, and that's it. I think we're adding just a little bit of leaves. Okay, actually it's this way. Hmm. Then we have a little frog as well, so that's kind of unexpected. A tree frog. Ah, so, yep, that push in and you can find the frog. Frog will be here. Then what's next? Ah, I would say what like back six supposed to be, but if it's like not going to be something complete, then I might just go to bed instead. Hmm, okay, need to have it to drop down a little bit. Okay, and then this piece here, we do sink it all down. Okay, and then what's next? Okay, I need to have continue to push thing in, and then we've got a tree branch on the side. So hard to pick things up. Okay, and then slightly pointing a little bit lower, not parts where you can feed all the water in. How? What? Oh, okay, on the other side, I was like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, supposed to facing this way, and longest part is pointing this side. Also, it's kind of inverted, so this is why. Um, that's interesting. Okay, I need to build two of this, and then one of this, which is just kind of stick it in. So you can't really secure that much. This is how it works. So, and then got here. Oops, oops, oops. Kind of bend it too much. Okay, and then you can kind of stick it like this. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look like. And what's next? Okay, already needed to hold it here. Okay, so it's very interesting on how it connects to the rest of the build. And then we need to build four of the three parts. So that's why there's like lots of this. At least I see it like, I need to build four. If I need to build one and then realize I need to build four later on, then that's more shocking. Having said that, I need to be careful with how to build this because it's actually quite fragile. Any like excessive power might have banned those permanently. I mean, it's not hard to find replacement, but I'd rather not spend time finding replacement because that is such a hassle. Because if you have watched some of my earlier videos, you can see how much of a hassle it is to get replacement part because the way how Lego operates is replacement parts are sent out from Denmark. Uh, and we're very far away. So if you're in Europe, then you'll get those parts quite quickly, but not here. Like they have to dispatch to DHL, and then there's like multiple forwarding happens, which increase the shipping time a lot. And sometimes it just too long. Anyway, so how do we do it? Okay. Oh, I forgot to add the leaves, right? So, but how do I tell which one is the longest? Longest is the longest one is to have the dark green. I mean, it looks nice individually. The problem would be, once it put together, how does it look? Okay, it's a really time-consuming process, and this also drift me away from continue the conversations. But well, just need to work harder or try harder, right? Um, okay, I've got all four of this done, so I just need to make sure that we are pointing the right thing. Um, okay, okay. All right, and then we've got the apple next to this. Okay, I think I just need to push the apple in, kind of create a reference point, and it makes it not as difficult. Because when you need to have things aligned, it's so important to actually align, like in a way how like as precise as you can, compared to the actual design. So kind of, I don't know. Anyway, supposed to continue the conversation and then got lost track. It's required, some concentration, to get this the way we want, right? What? So what? Okay, needed it at the center, and then we've got a few more branches to do. Just building these. I wish, like normally this type of parts, they kind of ends towards the end. Well, but if it happens, then it happens. And the challenge is how to push that in. Okay. But I don't, because there's a limitation on how far you can push this in. But it's very hard to push that in. Okay, oops. Right, just two more. Okay, can I do it? Can I do it? Okay, I think I did. Okay, what's next? We got four branches with apple. What? Damn it. So it's supposed to make two, but I need to make four, but I only make four. Anyway, so I'm missing a few of them just because I got my math wrong. uh, anyway, so we're just gonna fast track and get the remaining four done. Anyway, it shouldn't be that hard now because I kind of know what we're getting into. And then once that's done, then we're just gonna put the tree together. And then I'll check what's next. Because even though tomorrow is Saturday, I just don't want to, you know, doing this until too late, because it has impact on, next day as well. Anyway, the longest one is the green one, the darker green, and then the other one is the lime green leaves. This is actually a pretty cool technique. Like if you have the patience and time, you can use this to make a very, very massive looking tree with so much details, right? So you should go try and share. And if you have a very successful one, leave the link to the image in the comments, so I can go have a look and appreciate, the good looking Lego that you built. Not that it makes any significance, but I will go and appreciate, anything cool being built. And then I'm just going to finish off with this. Oops. Did I miss something? No, I haven't. So I didn't get one extra leaves. I don't think you usually get extra leaves though. Anyway, so let's just put this in here. Okay. And this part is just on top of here. Okay. Sometimes it's just really hard to get it all aligned. Okay. 2, 4. Okay. Looking really nice though. This is because of the details and texture it adds when you build trees like this. Um, I usually love this kind of tree builds because it just looks really good. Then people ask me, hey, why don't you try those, botanical sets, right? I was like, yeah, but it's different though, because those are, intent to, let me put this way, intend to be as realistic as possible. But having this type of details on a minifigure set, that has some different meaning, I would say. It just looks different and builds different. So that's the part where this. Okay. And then the final one. Okay. Oh, okay. I just need to kind of turn this so that apple is facing down. Okay. Oops. Okay. I think this looks okay. Doesn't look natural. I think it's fine. I think just some of the parts kind of not. Just make sure that it doesn't fall apart. Right? Otherwise, all good. All good. I think. Yeah, great looking tree. Did I miss any part that needs some leaves? I don't think so. Just double check. Um, got everything there. Um, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't think I missed any of those. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Yeah, number 5. Anything else? Just double checking. I don't want to make any mistakes, but I think I'm clear and good. Unless it's somewhere. Yeah, I think I'm good. No, no. Yep, I did miss something. Good that I double checked. So that's actually, yeah, this never makes sense to have leaf like this kind of. Right. This is how it looks like. And then we finish back number 5 and 6 is definitely the next level. Um, what's the time? Let me just check the time. I can't see the time. Anyway, might just call a day here today, and then we'll work on the next level tomorrow. But we've got, basically the first level done, so the next level is gonna be, um, you know, modular, so it will makes it a lot more, straightforward to get those level done. But I think I might just make a stop today, and there's quite a few things left. Just double check. That's 9, and yeah, I'll better leave it tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna kind of come back and continue to build this tomorrow. I think still around 2 days of work, so it's gonna be Saturday, Sunday, and we'll have the review on Easter Monday. Hopefully, then that's the plan. And thanks for joining me. Having you, I think today's convo will not as interesting as yesterday one. Not yesterday, but the one previously. I think it's due to the energy level of myself. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.